Next, let's please say hello and welcome to Nina Magone and Don Hummel with TIRZ 20. Thank you for being here. Trustee Darlene Bro with Alief ISD is here. Dr. Tina Peterson with Harris County Flood Control District is here, and team. Peter Eccles with Link Houston, thank you for being here. A big shout out to our constables with Precinct 5, thank you for your service. We'd like to recognize James Raines with City Council District G, that's Councilmember Huffman's office, thank you. Also an appreciation to Alan Steinberg with the West Houston Association for being here. We'd also like to welcome Daniel Vasquez or last, Dottie Hall with the Office of Congresswoman Lizzie Fletcher. Thank you for being here, Dottie. Today we will hear from the following speakers: Commissioner Lesley Briones, Mayor John Whitmire, Councilmember Tiffany Thomas, Dr. Anthony Mays, Justin Schultz, Irma Sanchez, Sal Valentin, and closing remarks from Commissioner Lesley Briones. Now, please help me welcome Commissioner Lesley Briones.
Good afternoon, everyone. Happy New Year. I hope your 2026 is off to an excellent start. Thank you, Sian Rhodes, for kicking this event off, and thank you to all the partners that she named. And I especially want to give a thank you to my team, to my Harris County. So can we give it up for their heart, hustle, and higher standards? And can we please give it up to our key partners who we will hear from today, our mayor of the city of Houston, Mayor John Whitmire, our Houston City Council member for District F, Councilmember Tiffany Thomas, of Alief ISD, Dr. Anthony. We have our President and CEO of the Houston Parks Board, Justin Schultz. Congratulations again, Justin. We have our President and CEO of Westchase District, Irma Sanchez. And Vice Chair of the Southwest Redevelopment Authority, TIRZ 20, Saul Valentin. And thank you to all of the other partners that were announced, and again to my team. I appreciate you tremendously. So today we're celebrating not only the winners of the 2025 call for projects, we wanted to kickstart 2026 with this great news, but more importantly, today is testament to the power of partnerships. We're here to get stuff done, and when we join forces and work together, we can deliver more, we can do more in building a safe, strong community. And to all of the residents in Harris County, in the city of Houston, and our 33 cities, we thank you, because it is your passion and persistence and patience and making sure you're advocating for the community that we are here to honor you by delivering these projects for you and your families. This is for people. We have invested over $250 million in 59 partnership projects with 28 partners. So again, first, Alief, and I am Alief proud through and through. I have nothing but love for Alief. This is an area where we are in this immediate surrounding area, this Alief Forest South project. This is an area where over 70 properties had repetitive loss, an area where 94 structures that we know of flooded during Hurricane Harvey. This Thomas for her passion and persistence in making this a reality. What we will do together is reconstruct streets. There will be on the flyer exactly the amount of work that will be done. Upgrading 3,700 feet of sanitation lines, miles of local streets. And this will give relief, safety, and connection for our Alief community members. So again, I want to thank the second project that we want to highlight is in the Westchase District, Hayes Road and Wallingford Drive redesigns. The protection that our community deserves, and I want to thank our partners at Westchase District, Councilmember Huffman, and all of the team, Councilmember Thomas, everyone who's been advocating, and this project will get done in partnership. So can we project? The third project, we have been working on various projects together, which energize me deeply, especially because as a just weighs on me. So 3 pedestrian crashes that we're aware of and the 3 fatalities, that is too many. So not on our watch, we're doubling down, and we will be investing in the shared use path. Community members and leaders who advocate. The fourth project that we will be highlighting is the Shadow Lake shared use path linking schools and park. Again, not on our watch. So we're doubling down using, for everyone in that Shadow Lake area, can we give it up for their advocacy for their neighborhoods? So the advocacy, losses that we've experienced, homes that have been damaged, and as leaders coming together to get the job done. And so we are so energized by the 59 partnership projects we have, and each year that the people give us the opportunity to serve, we look forward to continuing because we will get so much. I want to say thank you, and FISD, our students now walking on our new sidewalks, them not worrying as much when there's the next storm. That is what it's all about. All of us coming together in unity to get things done, to make Houston, Harris County the best it can be. So with that, I'll do a very brief version of that in Spanish, because I know we have our Spanish language media. Primeramente, muchísimas gracias. Buenas tardes. Feliz Año Nuevo. Soy Lesley Briones, su comisionada del Condado Jerez, Precinto 4. Aquí estoy con varios aliados. El alcalde John Whitmire de la ciudad de Houston. Por favor, aplauso. La concejal Tiffany Thomas del Distrito F, muchísimas gracias. Aplauso, aplauso todos. El superintendente Dr. Anthony Mays de Alief ISD, muchísimas gracias. El presidente y CEO de Houston Parks Board, Justin Schultz. La presidenta del CEO of Westchase District, Irma Sánchez, muchísimas gracias. Y el Vice Chair de TIRZ 20, Saúl Valentín, muchísimas gracias por su liderazgo y estar aquí en la lucha con la comunidad, mejorando la seguridad y la protección para toda nuestra comunidad. Hoy mismo estamos celebrando una inversión conjunta de $33 millones en 3 comunidades extremadamente especiales por esta zona: Alief, Sharpstown y Westchase. Y gracias a nuestros socios, la ciudad de Houston, Westchase District, Houston Parks Board y TIRZ 20. Desde el 2023, mi equipo y yo del Condado Jerez, Precinto 4, con nuestros aliados, hemos invertido casi $252 millones en 59 proyectos con 28 socios. Estamos protegiendo a los residentes de inundaciones recurrentes. Esta zona, aquí en Alief Forest South, ha enfrentado múltiples inundaciones, 70 propiedades con pérdidas repetidas y 94 estructuras se inundaron durante el huracán Harvey. Y este va a ser una solución clave: transformación del vecindario Alief Forest South. Vamos a invertir juntos $26 millones y medio y este va a incluir reconstruir calles, construir 2 nuevos estanques de retención y mejorar el sistema de drenaje pluvial. Y también tenemos 3 otros proyectos que vamos a celebrar esta tarde: el rediseño de Hayes Road y Wallingford Drive. Y esta es una zona con calles sin banquetes y mal drenaje. Y lo que vamos a hacer juntos es mejorar la seguridad con nuevas banquetas y mejoras de drenaje pluvial. El tercer proyecto que vamos a celebrar esta tarde: mejoras de movilidad en Sharpstown con el TIRZ 20. Desde 2020 se han registrado 33 accidentes de peatones y 3 muertes. Y vamos a construir un camino de uso compartido que va a conectar a Beechnut con el Brays Bayou Greenway. Y el ejemplo número 4 por esta tarde: vamos a mejorar la movilidad en Shadow Lake con la ayuda y la alianza del Houston Parks Board. Se han registrado 3 accidentes de peatones y una muerte, desafortunadamente. Vamos a construir un camino de uso compartido que va a conectar escuelas y parques para la seguridad de nuestras familias. Juntos, En unidad, estamos construyendo una infraestructura más segura, más sólida y más resiliente, porque nuestras familias lo merecen. Y aquí estoy no solamente como la comisionada, pero como mamá. Así sabiendo que nuestros hijos van a poder caminar a la escuela, nuestras familias van a ir caminando a un parque con más seguridad, me llena el alma. Que más casas van a estar seguras por estas vamos a mejorar el drenaje por esta zona en Alief y Sharpstown y Westchase. Eso es lo que tenemos que hacer como comunidad. Luchar para nuestra comunidad, unirnos y hacer el trabajo duro para seguir adelante. Y eso es lo que estamos haciendo el Condado Jerez con la ciudad de Houston y nuestros aliados. Así que muchísimas gracias especialmente a mi equipo del Condado Jerez Precinto 4. A special thank you again to my Harris County Precinct 4 team who spent countless hours making this program happen. So infrastructure is critical to our safety, to our quality of life, and I hope that together in unity we can keep coming together to get things done, because that is the spirit of Houston and Harris County. And with that, somebody who is committed to the work, please help me welcome our mayor of the city of Houston, Mayor John Whitmire.
Wow. Commissioner sure knows how to throw a party is all I can say. And it's exciting to be here. Thank you for including us. And I look out and I won't begin to start naming individuals or institutions that are represented. Thank you for your service. School Flood Control District, the man that we congratulate for being in Councilmember Thomas's CIP, vibrant community, Sharpstown Mall. I could go through all the always been ignored. And I'm here today to say it'll never be ignored again, because elections matter. With the commissioner, and she just demonstrated her energy and her passion. That's what elections are about. That's why we run for office, what we're demonstrating today, and why so many of you are public servants. What a outstanding opportunity to recognize the communities that were fortunate enough to win. We all know there are many other communities that need these services. And let me just safely say that if we had not come together, we wouldn't be here today. And I think that's the message that I want to emphasize today. The commissioner's done an outstanding job of the details in the communities of Sharpstown, Westchase, and certainly Alief proud that is benefiting from this government service and proceeds. But let me just emphasize and why I was so excited to be here. Left all the excitement at City Hall. I've got to go back. But truly, if you're in public service for the right reason, why you go to work. This is why you run for office. And whether it's the Parks Board, a management district, and that's a message that I want to emphasize to her in public. I've been at this long enough. I can detect somebody that's in it for the right reason, has more energy in all of us, and that comes from passion and love of people. Tiffany Thomas, I've got to be careful because she's following me. But no, she's such a spokesperson for her district. I mean, she, from the school board days to what I'm so impressed about, and Lord knows I've been in public service since I was a U of H student. Think of the short term, the example of what you can do with collaboration. Miles of neglect, the commission, management district, but we couldn't have done it without our partners. So let's leave here fired up. Houston is a great city with great people, but we have challenges like all major cities. The difference is working with the county and, quite frankly, with the state. TxDOT's a partner. We're really moving in the right direction. So let me just thank you for including us. As I mentioned, Councilmember Thomas is going to be heard, and she's going to be heard for her district, and I like that. We don't always agree, but it's not disagreeable. We are friends. She brings things to my attention. She was just giving me the history of the CIP money. She said it was on my first CIP budget, so, you know, I'll take credit for it. But really, thank y'all for including me. I'm fired up. Our future is bright because of the people here and what you represent. Me, Commissioner Briones. So let's engage all of our communities in the process and demonstrate to them how voting truly makes a difference. Thank y'all and have a great day. Oh, and I present to you Tiffany Thomas.
Let's give it up for our champion of District F, City Council Member Tiffany Thomas.
Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Welcome to the West Side. All right. Commissioner, thank you so much. Mr. Mayor, thank you for coming to the West Side. You know, I joke with the mayor. I said, oh, you put your good suit on today because you're coming to the West Side. He wants to look good for you, so we thank you so much. The number one issue Houstonians talk about in terms of investment is infrastructure. Number one. And I'm often asked, what do you enjoy the most about what you get to do? Is it the A-Leaf Neighborhood Center? Is it the housing developments that you advocate for? And I tell people, no, it's really the things that are not too sexy. It's the infrastructure, underground, it's making sure that the sidewalks exist, the projects you don't even need, believe you need in your community that you get, because this will outlast me. This will outlast all of us, and to make sure that if and when the next storm comes, homes will be protected, businesses will be preserved. I mean, we can continue in our life. So I'm excited that the commissioner, you and your team saw it fit to award and invest in this project. You know, when we got it on the CIP, I had to tussle with Public Works about it. You know, I had to do a little tussle, which I'm not afraid to do. And with their support, we were able to get this unanimously voted to move forward. But as the mayor mentioned, none of this will be possible without partnership. Because government simply cannot do it alone. And I see Dawn and Nina, and they know with TIRZ 20, most of what I have on the west side, TIRZ 20 has come in. I got $1 million sidewalk coming on Dairy Asher for them. Thank you for that. All right. Y'all clap for those sidewalks. We ain't got the money. But this investment doesn't stop here. It's actually apropos that we are standing at the old Hennington Library. Houston Public Works has acquired this location for detention. So this will add to the continuum of infrastructure and drainage on the west side. In addition to that, Bissonnette, right west of us, south of us, $28 million of infrastructure improvement, thanks to our federal partners. I see Congressman Fletcher's district director here. Thank you so much for getting. I'm looking forward to the partnerships, the continued partnerships with the Parks Board, of course, Westchase Management District. Thank you, Irma, for everything. And if you've been down Hayes Road, you should cheer and do splits and cartwheels for them to get that money to improve in that area. And then I want to acknowledge our Super Neighborhood Council Chair, Alan Steinberg, who's a resident as well. So thank you for your continued advocacy, making sure that these projects stay in front of us in the community and at council. And I think that really concludes most of my comments. I'm just excited that the scoring committee valued this project. And I know a lot of times we like to do the big things because they look good. But at the end of the day, some of the stuff that we need to do may not look good. People may not understand, but it's required for us to do. It's going to that on your own free time if you did not get there this morning. But this is the type of work that we have to do. And so it's so good when I travel to other national conferences and cities and we're talking about what Houston is doing, they are amazed that we don't have a contentious relationship with the county. When we talk about collaboration between city and county, they're almost at pause of like, really? Because typically in other major cities and regions that they are at odds. And we are modeling something for the U.S. totally different about how we advance housing, infrastructure, all types of priorities because we are working together because we simply want to get things done, as the commissioner mentioned. So thank you so much. And now I would like to introduce my superintendent, Dr. Anthony Mays. Clap for him. My brother works for him. Clap, 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 clap.
So there's a African proverb that says, when the elephant fights, the grass gets trampled. Do these elephants look like they're fighting? No, they are working together. And the favorite thing that I heard from all three of you all is that this is just the beginning. So I think we all recognize that there's work to be done. And Councilwoman Tiffany Thomas said it. She said we're required to do it. But I say make no mistake. Mayor, you said that for years this has been neglected, right? So what has happened is that the folks that we've elected have made the A-Leaf community a priority. And so I'm here to say on behalf of the nearly 40,000 students that we serve on a day-to-day basis that we are working to make safe, protect, and connect, that we say thank you. And I think that I speak on behalf of President Bro and my board and the partners when we say we really, really appreciate all three of you and this team here making A-Leaf a priority because, again, I want to say make no mistake, because others have, they don't have to do that, right? But they have done it, and for that, we say thank you, and we applaud you all for making A-Leaf and this community, our families and our students a priority. And so on behalf of A-Leaf ISD, again, I bring many thanks and give you all a big round of applause. And I'll pass it on to Parks.
A little tall for me. Hi, everyone. Thank you so much for being here to celebrate what is a really exciting set of announcements for some projects. This is my very first event with Precinct 4 in my role as president and CEO. Thank you. I've had the amazing honor, though, of working with Commissioner Briones and her team over the last 3 years on this program. And the Houston Parks Board has been lucky enough to receive funding in all 3 of those years from the Places for People program. And you can see the results of that investment around you when you're walking on the Sharpstown Trail, which we opened up the first phase of earlier this summer, and when you see investments in neighborhood parks that the commissioner and her team have helped to make a reality. And so it's really exciting and rewarding to be able to stand up here today and talk about 2 more projects that are going to receive funding from Commissioner Briones and her team. The first project that I want to talk about is an extension of the A-Leaf Trail project. The A-Leaf Trail is a 5-mile trail, 5 new miles of trails in the middle of our dense city. These will connect from Bray's Bayou Greenway down to Keegan's Bayou Greenway, and the new funding from Commissioner Briones and her team will actually allow us to connect into our neighbors in Fort Bend County in the city of Meadows Place, creating a connection that is even wider. That connection is not only going to help people to get exercise and to get out and enjoy the beautiful 82-degree weather that we have in January, but will also connect 4 different elementary schools in A-Leaf ISD, so there are safer opportunities to get from your house to your school. So for Boone Elementary, Martin Elementary, Cummings Elementary, and Smith Elementary School, as well as Ollie, sorry y'all, I'm from Meyerland. Ollie, HISD, Ollie Middle School, all of those schools will now have safer connections for kids to get to school, for people to go and recreate and just to enjoy the beautiful neighborhoods that are in Southwest Houston and Southwest Harris County over here. The other project I want to talk about is the Shadow Lake extension. This is a 1/2 mile extension that will connect to the Bray's Bayou Greenway. If y'all have not been out on the Bray's Bayou Greenway, this is our international greenway. 31 miles of continuous greenway from the Houston Ship Channel all the way out in Precinct 4 to Archbishop Fiorenza Park. 31 miles of trail you can go on. That's a lot longer than Buffalo Bayou Park. That's a lot longer than White Oak Bayou Greenway. This is our longest greenway in the entire city. This Shadow Lake Trail will connect to that. It will also connect to Outley Elementary School, to a healthcare facility, and to Precincts 4 Oxford Pocket Park out in this neighborhood. This is going to be great. And finally, in partnership with the Precinct and with TIRZ 20, we're going to extend the Sharpstown Trail. Right now, it goes till you get to Beech Nut. We're going to go from Beech Nut down to Brays Bayou Greenway, connecting into that 31 miles, working with the TIRZ, working with Centerpoint, working with the city, and working with Harris County Precinct 4. So we are so thankful to Commissioner Briones, her team, for helping us to deliver these projects to these communities and to just make Houston and Harris County move forward. And with that, I'm going to introduce Irma Sanchez from the Westchase Management District. Thank y'all.
I'm a little bit shorter. So thank you, Justin, and good afternoon, everyone. My name is Irma Sanchez. I'm the President and CEO of Westchase District, and it's an honor to be here with you today as we celebrate the projects that were selected by the Precinct 4's Places for People initiative. Today we're talking about collaboration and partnerships, and I look to everyone in this audience and on this stage, and I could go on and give examples of collaboration with the City of Houston. Thank you, Mayor Whitmire, for the 380 program. As a result of that, we have been able to improve quite a bit of infrastructure in Westchase District. Most recently, I used to host movie nights there. I know, Councilmember Thomas, you have visited the park quite a few times. A-Leaf ISD recently, so it's very well celebrated. So I invite you to come there if you haven't come. But I am super proud that Westchase District is one of Houston's leading economic hubs. Our mission is to champion projects and programs that strengthen and promote Westchase as an area, as a highly desirable area to do business, to work, to recreate, shop, live. And we want to continue to do that. And so we're committed to creating long-term value for our property owners by delivering high-quality projects and services that leverage our resources through strong strategic partnerships. And that today's announcement is a perfect example of that. Through our collaboration with Precinct 4's program, two important roadways, which have been mentioned, but I'll mention them again because they are super important, will be reconstructed, fully reconstructed. The first one is Hayes Road, which connects from Westheimer on the north to Richmond on the south. It connects to Houston City College. I still have trouble getting that right. HEC, so we'll just go with the acronym, A-Leaf Hayes Campus, and also houses A-Leaf's high school there. And so it will serve not only the students that go to each one of those educational institutions, but also the thousands of residents that live in the multifamily communities that line Hayes route in the state of Texas. So improving safety for all the pedestrians, whether people are using that roadway to reach their place of work, where they live, recreation to come. And the other project is Wallingford Road that connects to Westheimer to Meadow Glen, which is another project that will be improved in the future. The reconstructed roadways will include, as Commissioner Briones alluded to, new and upgraded drainage infrastructure, which would be huge for an area where we flood, new sidewalks, again, for pedestrian safety, lighting to continue with the safety, whether it's for vehicular or pedestrians, and landscaping to make it a pleasing and aesthetic environment. Westchase District partnership with Precinct 4 will allow us to leverage our infrastructure dollars, which are made possible through our partnership with the City of Houston, and we'll be able to deliver improvements that will benefit the community for decades to come. Commissioner Briones, thank you for your leadership, your partnership, and your commitment to building stronger, more connected communities. We are grateful for your support, and we look forward to the work that lies ahead. Thank you. Thank you. And now I'd like to introduce Sal Valentin with TIRZ number 20.
Good afternoon, everybody. Last time we were very excited, very grateful, and proud to be here during this announcement for the Places for People grant from the Harris County Precinct 4 for what we call Phase 2 of the Sharpstown Trail. This investment represents far more than a trail for us. It represents, as Commissioner Briones mentioned, safety, connection, and an opportunity for the Sharpstown area. It reflects what is possible when the local government, community partners, and residents come together for a single purpose. This matters because this area is one of the most densely populated and transit-dependent areas in the Houston, as it was mentioned earlier. It is very important to keep it safe This project is completely designed, fully implemented, and ready to move forward. This project is going to connect currently a critical 3/4 mile connection between Beach Nut and Brace Bayou. But when it is all said and done, it's going to be providing a sharp sound trail that is 3 miles continuous, high comfort, and street access for everybody. When the phase 2 is completed, residents in this area are going to be able to safely access parks, school, healthcare, transit, and more than 80 different nearby small businesses. We're very proud of that. As TIRZ 20, it is our job to make sure that the redevelopment creates economic development. This project is also a model of collaboration. It's a proud partnership between everybody in this stage that has been putting a lot of time and money into this. We're very proud to be partnering with everyone here. To Commissioner Briones and the Precinct 4 team, as she was mentioning earlier, thank you for recognizing that placemaking is first about people. And that investments in this strength area is going to be here, as it was mentioned earlier, for generation. It's going to be well beyond us. To our community partners, civic leaders, and residents who advocated for this project, we want to say one thing. This trail exists because your voices were heard. Today, we celebrate more than just a grant. We celebrate progress, and as it was said again earlier, partnership and a shared belief that Southwest Houston deserves infrastructure that reflects the importance, the diversity, and the future that we have together. So with that, I'm going to close by saying two things that Commissioner Briones left with us. Put words into action and power partnership. Thank you. And now with you, Commissioner Briones.
Can we please give it up to our amazing public servants, leaders, champions, fighters? Thank you. And to the community, thank you. We know our communities have been waiting a long time in so many areas, especially in Alief, Sharpstown, Gulfton, and so many other areas of Houston-Harris County. But I'm so happy to be here today because here we will keep taking action because that is what our community deserves. And I'm just incredibly thankful again to my team, to all of our teams, because it is their heart, hustle, and higher standards every day that makes this possible. So especially at a time, and we're starting the new year, we look around and there's so many places where there's division and discord. Let's not let that be the case ever. Just stay laser focused on building a stronger, safer community because this is our home and this is the change that our families deserve. So with that, we look forward to putting these projects in the ground, into action for our community, and we look forward to many more years of progress together. With that, can you please join me in congratulating the winners of Places for People, voices that made these projects possible. So thank you so much. Happy New Year.